when they were, for example, the Gene Sharp people were holding these camps, right? They had 20 or 30,000 people indoctrinated, essentially brainwashed in these camps. One participant said he went to the Ukrainian intelligence and tried to tell them to stop it, and they said, no, don't worry. Another one of our discussion partners said there were anti-state parts of the Ukrainian intelligence that wanted this Maidan coup to occur.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And moreover, I'd like to add that the head of security service of Ukraine, Valentina Levachenko, used to work to have some practice in CIA. And it's not some secret information. It's on the table. And moreover, before the coup took place, Valentina Levachenko had been blamed by his own colleagues for working not for Ukrainian state but for the USA.
All right, then. Just one immediate point, because I think we'll have to have you back next month to get some more insights. But in terms of where this is all likely to be going, there are competing hypotheses. Some people say the federalization of Ukraine is one example, or some other solution. But the people that I was able to talk to in Donetsk all said there's nobody on the other side to cooperate with. Since the burning of the trade union house in Odessa on May 2nd, which killed hundreds and hundreds of people in fire, but also other forms of murder, that one gentleman said Ukraine has been dead since May 2nd of last year. Could you sort of give the view of circles in Moscow that you know of? Is that how the opinion is evolving?
That Donetsk and Lugansk is one question, and the other parts of Ukraine is another question. I mean, I think that the only future for united Ukraine, I mean united, but maybe without these eastern parts, is a federation, because if they don't agree on federalization, I believe they will end up, having separate states, instead of the united Ukraine, or some parts of Ukraine which are, which are being controlled by Kiev nowadays. So I think it is either federalization or just dissolution of the state itself.
And if the dissolution would be presumably the Novorossiya part on the one side and then something else on the other.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and let me just ask you one other question, right? Again, we want to have you back, but Moscow is getting ready for the Victory Day celebration. Can you tell us something about what that looks like?
Well, usually we have military parades in the Red Square.
Go ahead. We gotta wrap up. That's the end of our time.
Oh, yeah. So we have a military parade in the Red Square. We have a lot of patriotic billboards in our streets. We have a lot of patriotic and historical programs on TV, and people celebrate. People say thank you to the older people, to the veterans.
Normal blood pressure, naturally. How would that make you feel?
I'm Don from New Mexico. January of 2000, I had a heart attack. Then my real health began going downhill, and I had high blood pressure, high blood sugar, poor vision, and I really wasn't sleeping well. I was a mess, pretty much.
Don reports dramatic improvements with Heart and Body Extract.
I started taking Heart and Body Extract, and from within a few days, I started sleeping a lot better. My blood pressure normalized, my blood sugar normalized, and my sleep really did improve.
Experience these benefits and more when your body gets what it needs with the assistance of Heart and Body Extract. Order at hbextract.com or call 866-295-5305. That's hbextract.com or call 866-295-5305.
Folks, I do not not expect this at all. By the 7th, 8th, and 9th day, I saw dramatic improvements from taking Heart and Body Extract.
Details at hbextract.com or call 866-295-5305 for Heart and Body Extract.
Quantitative easing, unemployment at depression levels, Europe financial system falling apart, China getting out of U.S. treasuries. At the end of 2008, the time of TARP, the national debt was at $11 trillion, gold trading around $850 per ounce. Close to 2012, the national debt exceeded $16.4 trillion, gold doubled to $1,600 per ounce. The $20 trillion threshold for the national debt is inevitable. Politicians in Washington have a ferocious appetite for spending and stimulus. What's worse, a printing press to finance. 100 years ago, we had a gold standard to limit this madness, but now you have to adopt your own gold standard. Don't be fooled with paper promises. Get Midas Resources 10 Reasons to Buy Gold free by calling 800-686-2237. Understanding the gold and silver market may be the only insurance you could have to avoiding the next economic crisis. Call 1-800-686-2237 and order your free copy. Again, that's 800-686-2237.
Hi, my name is Scott Fuchs, teacher and rowing coach for over 14 years. I was sluggish, overweight, on prescription drugs, and only 30-something. Fortunately, I was referred to Dr. Z, and happy to say Dr. Z's all-natural protocols over a consistent course resolved my health issues. I'm in the best shape of my life, and most importantly, on 0 medications.
I'm Dr. Zdanowski, author of Evology, trained as a primary care physician, surgical manipulation under anesthesia, expert in nutrition, diet, weight loss, immune system, and I specialize in chiropractic. My 15 years of professional experience has taught me the 4 keys to vibrant health: a balanced musculoskeletal system, an integrated nervous system, a flowing lymphatic system, and a body filled with over 90 essential nutrients. This has been a secret too long. Actualize your potential, reverse disease. Call me, Dr. Z, 201-945-1177, 201-945-1177, evolyourself.com.
Attention taxpayers! If you've received a notice from the IRS or state, do not ignore it. It's also a big mistake to try and handle your tax problem on your own. If you owe back taxes, it's a fact that the government has the power to take everything you own, including your home, business, wages, savings, and your freedom. But here's the good news. There's a special toll-free tax hotline set up especially for you. This tax hotline will tell you about new programs that are geared to help you dramatically settle, reduce, or eliminate what you owe. But you have to call now. Take down this number or put it in your cell phone. But call 877-345-7645. That's 877-345-7645. When you call, you get free information on how you can reduce or eliminate back taxes, including penalties and interest. You can also be helped if you have unfiled returns, a tax lien, wage garnishment, bank levy, or if you've been entered into a payment plan but can't make the payments. Don't make the big mistake in thinking you can ignore or handle your tax problem on your own. You can stop the collection process immediately at 1-877-345-7645. That's 1-877-345-7645. 1-877-345-7645.
Not just an alternative to the mainstream media. We're the premier independent talk radio network. We are G's.
Radio. This is Webster Tarpley here in Washington, D.C. Now, next Thursday is the British general election. The entire House of Commons is up for re-election or not. Now, let me just make 2 points. Yesterday, France 24 spent a lot of time on a bunch of joke candidates. I think this was actually a waste of time. But then again, today, the Wall Street Journal, the big headline is that the larger parties are not succeeding in getting anybody's interest, so that what you've got going on in Britain now is the smaller parties are getting the interest that the larger ones used to have, right? So that the total for the Tories, the Conservatives, and the Labour Party is going to be about 67%, 2/3 of the vote. But you've got, as we said before, UKIP is 12, Liberal Democrats 9, Scottish National Party 5, Plaid Cymru 5, Green 4. The headline here, disgruntled UK voters rally to small parties. Well, if you're looking for an independent candidate who actually is anti-austerity, that would be Stuart Hooper. And we're happy to have Stuart with us again right now. This is the last appearance, Stuart, before the election. So give us the grand summation of everything that people around the world and in Britain need to know.
Yes. Hi, Webster. Thanks for having me back on the show.
Absolutely.
And as you say, this is the last show before the election. Next time I'm on, we will have a result.
Next time you're going to be right honourable.
Yes, hopefully. So, do you want me to give a quick overview of the program?
Please do. And your debate there in London last week.
Yeah, I'll talk about that, yeah. So the overall program, I'm framing it as a New Deal for Britain. So the main points are the following. So to rebuild infrastructure and industry, so we can bring back high skill and high wage jobs throughout the entire country. We also need free university education. This is something that Scotland manages to do, but for some reason England cannot. We need to really remove the financial burden of education. Along with that, we need to strengthen the NHS. Labour is saying that they want to protect the NHS. We need to go far further than that. We really need to make it a world leader in biomedical research and development and make it the best healthcare system in the world.
Absolutely. Very good.
We also need a living wage. So that would be £8 per hour today, not by 2020, which is what Labour is promoting. Because you should not be working 40 hours a week and still be in poverty. That is ridiculous. And then overall, the programme aims to end austerity, so an immediate end to all public cuts that attack the most vulnerable people in our society. And how we pay for all this is by 1% City of London financial transaction tax. So we're taxing the big financial institutions that are responsible for the crisis, not individuals or small businesses. And we also can truly nationalise the Bank of England and use that to start bailing out the public instead of banks.
That's powerful. That's more content than I heard. I heard part of the debate of the three leaders, right? The Conservative, Labour, and Liberal Democrat. And this was a lot of fluff compared to that very solid program you just put out there. So congratulations.
Thank you, Webster. Yeah, they are always just on all issues that have no real consequence in the overall economic problems that we're facing.
How about that London debate?
Yeah, I was just going to go into that. So that was last night. I was invited onto a panel with my university tutors and professors. So that was very kind of them to allow me on there. That was the International Centre for Policy Studies at City University London. And it was a roundtable discussion on the British general election, and I got to give a 10-minute talk on my programme points there, obviously going into a lot more detail, and also everything that I've done so far in the campaign. And it went very well. I got very good feedback from both my professors and all my friends who attended. They said it went across really well. It was all recorded, so it will be up sometime next Tuesday. I'll get that to you so you can hopefully post it up where you can, Webster.
Absolutely, and we want to get it up before the vote. We got to get it up there so people can take stock.
Yeah, it should be Tuesday, so it should be right on time. There was a gentleman from Scotland in the audience who came up to me afterwards and said that the programme would work very well up in Scotland, which has faced a massive deindustrialisation.
That's right. It would be the industrial renaissance of a totally depressed area.
Yeah, so this overall programme would work incredibly well in the north of England, as well as Scotland, where all those big industries were lost. But overall, the event was a lot of fun. It was a great experience, and I'm really excited for everybody out there to be able to see it. And yeah, that should be up on Tuesday.
All right. Now, I bet there are people who want to volunteer for you in the critical last phase, who want to come around and ring doorbells,